right, Raiders. Well, get ready for I think this is day 8 of the $100 challenge. I think I still have about 800 wax left. I'm going to go ahead and look at that right now. 700, 734. And I still have 12 raids. So I was looking through my teams. I've got 2 epic teams. I've got 2 uncommon teams. And then I've got 2 common teams. So I've only got 1 rare team, and the first one kind of sucked, and it's still not that great. But I think I'm going to go ahead and make a new rare team. I don't really have any other rerolls to do today because I haven't. I was not in the legendary tournament that went off today. I don't have the $100. You could probably do a legendary team with $100, but that's probably, depending on the initial roll, it's probably all you would get because the team itself costs about 1,000 wax, so that's $30 or so, and then your re-rolls cost 60 wax each, so that's about $2 per re-roll. So just as an example, on this common team here, I think I re-rolled this common team about 70 times. So yeah, it's legendary. Now, if you get a good lucky initial roll or a couple of lucky re-rolls, you might, be boomed top and winning $500 or 500 wax, per tournament or something. But I'm just not gonna. I just don't want to put all my eggs in one basket right now. So what I'm gonna do first is, since I'm here, right here, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some R.A.I.D. And then I'm going to go ahead and buy a rare. Where are we at? This is not it. There we go. I'm going to buy me a rare team. So, that's not it. Alright, price lowest. Alright, so we got a wizard. We've got a warrior. We need a cleric and a rogue. Oh, there's a rogue. We just need a cleric. Cleric, there you are. Buy selected. It's going to be 57 and a half wax. Call it 58. So we are at 58 wax. 50. Oh, that's rare. Here we go. And 58 wax. And I'm going to go ahead and get all the stats entered in so we can kind of see what we're starting with, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so I've got them all entered in now, and pretty horrible start. I'm going to say we probably want to be, I re-rolled this one once. So the last tournament, rare tournament that this first team was in, we lost 2 wax. So I think, let's see, the entry fee was 10 wax. I think we won like 8 or something like that. So since then, though, I re-rolled it. So this one should be plus money once it goes through. So my goal is to get it above the 1677. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll all these teams and see, or all these, not all these teams, all these adventurers on this team, because they all need to be improved, and we will see how much we spend. I think I'm starting off at 58 wax is what we paid for the NFTs. So I will do this. Negative 58 wax. Alright, I'm going to start re-rolling and see where we go. Alright, so we've actually had some really good luck. Spent 80 wax, which was, what is that? 20 re-rolls? I don't even know. It costs 2.5 wax per, so 4, 10, 20. Yeah, 20 rerolls. Um, no, 8 rerolls. I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyways, yeah, 8 rerolls. Got really lucky on, so the cleric is really nice, 435. Warrior's weak, 388. Um, Wizard is 400 and Rogue's 400. So basically, they're all sitting right at around 400, but we had that real nice cleric for 435. Now we're still at 1621, so I'm going to go ahead and re-roll the Warrior, Wizard, and Rogue, and of course leave the cleric for now, and see if I can get a little more bump on these, because I don't need too much more to get in the money. And honestly, I was talking, how this one lost me a little bit of wax in the last tournament. You got to look too. I mean, I got super lucky with the rolls on this one. I mean, 200 wax is not a lot to spend on re-rolls. These rare teams don't retire until they earn 5,000 wax. So if I can, I mean, I could spend 1,000 wax on these things and still get a good positive ROI on them. So, but all right, so I'm going to go ahead and re-roll a little more, and I'll let you know when I get something good. Well, all right, I think this rare team is done. I just got another good roll on the Rogue. I spent 228 wax total on this team with the NFTs and all the rerolls and everything. Little more than this team, but it's also a little better. Obviously, rerolls are pretty random. You saw my 2 epic teams. I've got this one. It's just insanely good. And it's actually improved. This is probably going to be a top 10 team this coming tournament. And I only spent 443 wax on that. And then, as you can see, this one's got 50 less stats, and I spent almost 700 on that one. So I think my next play is going to be... So I've got 2 of every team now, except no legendaries. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just make another common team. That seems fun. I like common teams, I think. This one turned out pretty good. We'll see how it does in the coming tournament. But it's only 30,000 power, but I think 30,000 power is okay on the common tournament. Let me look real quick, see what the last one was. The last common tournament was kind of weird, though, because it had a lot less entries than normal. So let's see what 30,000 was worth on that. So that was worth 4 wax, right? So 4 wax is, you're basically doubling your money, because a common tournament only costs 2 wax to enter. But I'm going to say, for some reason, we had a couple people that have a lot of common teams that didn't enter them this past week. So I'm going to look a week behind and see what 30,000 paid. All right, 5 wax. So maybe it's not that bad. Maybe that's a good team. 30,000 is good. I'm going to go back one more week and check. 30,000 pays 5 wax. All right, so I guess it's 30,000 power is okay for a common team, it looks like. So as you can see, it did not take me very long or very much wax to get a good common team in the money. So I'm gonna go ahead and make up another common team and try to get them over 1,500s, because that, at least, you're doubling your money at that point on the tournaments. And I'll continue as I go through and play a common tournament. I'll re-roll those teams or whatever. At this point, I'm still just kind of spending wax. I've got 700 left out of this $1,000 or $100 challenge, so I'm just kind of doing that. But I'm gonna go ahead and make a new common team. I'm gonna go buy the NFTs for it, and I will put the the starting roll in here for you, and you can check it out. And then I'll either re-roll it till it gets to 1500 stats or until I run out of CPU. That's kind of my rule of thumb. Okay, so I got kind of a nice surprise on my initial um, common team roll. So on my rogue, he was 296 total stats, which is obviously not very good. But my wizard is at 383, which isn't as good as my other two wizards in the other two teams, but it's pretty close, and I haven't re-rolled it at all, so that's nice to start off with that. Really bad cleric, and then my warrior is at 386, which is actually the best warrior I've had, and I haven't re-rolled it yet, so that's kind of cool. So really, I'm not going to re-roll the warrior or the wizard. I'm going to just re-roll, for now anyways, the cleric and the rogue, and kind of see where we go on that. So that's kind of exciting. I just switched rarities. There we go. And there's the wax cost. I've only spent 16 wax on the team so far. That was for the NFTs. So I'm going to go ahead and start re-rolling the cleric and the rogue, and I'll let you know how I do. Alright, so I actually got a really bad re-roll on the cleric. Actually, I don't think I even entered it in yet, but it wasn't good. Let me see, 87 plus 70, 157, 207, 214, 214, less than 300 still. So I'm going to re-roll the cleric, but I did get a decent re-roll on the rogue. So he's at 375 now, and if I can get that cleric up just another 70 points or so, this is going to be a good team. And that's cheap. Only 20 wax I've spent so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do something that is probably not recommended per se, but I'm tired and I want to go ahead and get this team done. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this cleric like 5 times right now, which is 10 wax, and hope that by the time I'm all done and I refresh, that I've got a team. That's 4 and 5. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and refresh. I'm going to go ahead and check my cleric and see what she does. Alright, so I'm going to put the numbers in because they actually look pretty good. Let's go ahead and start cleric. 97.5. Alright. And then 68.8. I don't like that number so much, but 68.8. What do we got? Ooh, we did do good. Alright, 383. So we're at 1528 and 20 wax. Oh no, I didn't put in the 10 wax that I just spent. So 30 wax. Alright. We've got a common team. I've still got CPU to spend, so look how even all these teams, this whole team is. Got 383, 383 again, 386, and a 375. Pretty cool. Usually you've got like one that's really above and beyond or below or whatever. Like this one. I don't know. Anyways, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll get back with you guys. I'm not out of CPU yet because I really haven't re-rolled a ton. Got lucky on that common team. But I'm going to go ahead and make another uncommon team and start re-rolling that. Alright, I'll be back with you in a second with New uncommon team. Did I not re-roll this one? I don't think I did. I think I need to actually, I'm going to look at my stuff real quick, because I think I need to re-roll this one here. He doesn't look like he's going to make any money. Okay, yeah, so to be safe, I want this common team to be at around 1600, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll, I guess, all of them. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and re-roll all of them. That'll be 20 wax per time. So I'm going to do that and spend a little wax that way and get that team bumped up a little bit. Alright, so I re-rolled each one of them one time, and I got a really nice roll on the warrior, so he's at 420. Still not at 1600 like I want to be, so I'm going to go ahead. I have not spent much time wax on this uncommon team at all. It's at 159, so I'm going to go ahead. So for every 4 re-rolls, it's 10 wax, I believe. So it's 20 wax. 20 wax for every 4 rerolls. I'm going to go ahead and reroll Rogue, Wizard, and Cleric 2 times each. I think. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and reroll these guys each 2 times and hope we can get one that gives us enough to get over that 1600 mark. So 6 rerolls at 1.25 R.A.I.D per is 7.5. So 7.5 times 4 is 30. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in now, 189. So that's what I'm going to spend, and I'm hoping 6 rerolls will get me over that 1600 mark. Which one am I not doing? I'm not doing the warrior. Okay. So we're gonna re-roll him 2 times. No, we're not, because we are out of R.A.I.D. So we're gonna go ahead and buy some more. All right. Transaction successful. Okay, let's get back here. All right, 1 rogue. Where's the rogue? Okay, 2 rogues. 1 wizard, 2 wizards, and 1 cleric, and 2 clerics. And now we're going to refresh. We are going to go back to our uncommon team right there, and we are going to check it out. So we got 150, 250, about 400. Oh, looks like it's about 400, almost 400 on the cleric. That's the same one, 104, 101.4, yeah. Alright, so wizard is at, let's see, 102.8 is its first number. 102. Oh, he didn't do nothing. And then rogue is 88.2. So, oh, looks like we might have an improvement on the rogue, so let's try that. I was going to say, man, we got no improvements. That was depressing, but it happens. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the rogue in there. 88.2. Must have had a couple good big numbers. 98.9. And that was not much of an improvement. I think about 1 friggin' point. Alright, so we're still at 1575. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spend another 30 wax and do the same thing. And let's get re-rolling on these. 1. I don't even know what that was. Was it the rogue? Yeah. 2. Warrior is the one we're not doing. Okay, so 2 wizards. Sorry, I'm getting tired. 2 wizards and 2 clerics. Alright, that's 30 wax. And we'll see if we can get some improvements. Alright, so cleric was 101.4. I think that's the same number, yeah. 102.8, I think that's the same number for the wizard. Yep. And then rogue, 88.2. I think that's the same number for him. Alright, so we got Jack. Let's go ahead and do it again. 30 wax. Alright, 1. Oh, nope, just kidding. Alright, so we are out of CPU, and we've spent a lot of wax on, well, some wax on this team. Still need to improve. I think I'm going to go ahead and be done for the night, but just to rehash real quick, we've got 3 teams that I believe are going to all be in the money on the common tournament on Monday. The uncommon teams, first one is good, he'll be in the money. Second one, I'm gonna re-roll again some more tomorrow. Somehow my rare and my epic got mixed up. Okay, so my rare teams are both good, I think. I lost money in the last tournament, but I re-rolled it and got a little bit of a bump. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday, or Thursday. Is it Thursday? Thursday for the rare tournament. Haven't spent a lot on those teams. I mean, shoot, I spent 150 on one of the common teams. Spent 413 and 249 on my uncommon teams. Where the rares I've only spent 200 apiece. But they're just average teams, you know. They'll make a little bit of wax, hopefully. All right, and then my epic team's my favorite as usual. 1829. He's going to be making some good wax, and then this guy here, he should be right behind him, making a little bit as well. So that is it for tonight. Oh, let me give you a breakdown of what I have left in the bankroll. Let's see, we can do it on wax on edge. I only have 361 wax left, and 33, I don't think I have 33 red, I don't think it updated. Yeah, 361 wax and 18 raids, so I'm going to have to win some tournaments before I do too much more re-rolling, so. But we've got a good little stable of teams now, so I got 3 common, 2 uncommon, 2 rare, 2 epic. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 9. So I'll have better than 10 teams with the $100. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and you have a good night, and just keep re-rolling those teams until they get in the money, and you'll be golden.